Wow. This Liverpool machine just keep oiling on. They just can't stop winning. They always find a way to win a football match. And Slot now has continued his perfect start to the new Premier League season, winning all 5 matches they've played so far this season, and they will take some stopping too. We all thought the Merseyside derby today was going to be a huge test for them, but they cruised through, especially in the first half, and the only goal that Everton scored could literally be considered as a mere consolation in the end. And what a beautiful goal the first one was, around grabbing back from an assist from Mo Salah and Hugo Ekitike, that man who is fast becoming a huge fan favorite at Anfield now. Hugo Ekitike, his third Premier League goal of the season in 5 appearances. Newman Alexander Isak was dropped to the bench, but then came on in the second half. This is some team. In the end, it was Idrissa Gueye who gave Everton some glimmer of hopes in the second half, but that wasn't to be. It wasn't enough for them to seal a point from that game. So for Anslot now, he's played 3 Merseyside derbies, and he's won 2 of them and drawn 1, and still no joy for manager David Moyes in this Merseyside tie so far in his 23 attempts. So congratulations again to Liverpool. They just keep finding a way to win. There was no late drama today, unlike most of their games this season, including in the Champions League, where they left it late until the 92nd minute before Virgil van Dijk's header won it 3-2 for them against Atletico Madrid. This was pretty much a straightforward win for them in the end. So they continue to dominate and lead the pack on 15 points now from 5 games so far in the season, and they are closely followed in second by Tottenham Hotspur, who could only draw 2-2 against Tottenham. They had to come from 2 goals down to level things at 2-2 in that game. Arsenal, who are third, they play tomorrow against Manchester City at the Emirates. Wow. So what an interesting run of results we've got today. Well, let's shift our focus then to the game at Old Trafford today. Manchester United up against Chelsea. What a match. What a game. Finally, Ruben Amorim wins back-to-back games at Old Trafford for the first time in his spell at the club. Man United 2, Chelsea 1. What a game. At least Ruben Amorim can have some respite for at least one more week before hostilities will resume again for Man United. This was really a thoroughly enjoyable football to watch. In the end, Robert Sanchez sent off in the 5th minute, and then it was all Man United from there on. Bruno Fernandes, the captain, gave them the lead in the 14th minute, and Casemiro doubled the lead for them in the 37th minute. But Casemiro himself, what a silly mistake. I mean, this has nothing. We keep saying this. What happened there, that Casemiro got sent off for a second yellow card, has nothing to do with the manager, has nothing to do with the system. Mostly, it is usually the personnel who are to blame. It is so sad that was perhaps one of the most experienced players on the field. Your team had a man advantage, 2 goals up, and then you conceded a silly foul to get yourself sent off. If they had lost or drawn that game today, all the headlines would have gone back to that incident. That has nothing to do with the manager. So this is exactly why a lot of people believe something has to change at Old Trafford, something has to change at Man United. They can't all keep changing managers every now and then. The players have to stand up and take full responsibility of their actions. But really good game today to watch. Trevor Chalobah pulled one back for Chelsea in the 80th minute to give them some hope, but it was more or less a consolation in the end as Man United won a 2-1. This one, it was a really beautiful to watch. And then Man United now up to ninth on the table on 7 points from their uh, first 5 matches of the season. For Chelsea, 2 back-to-back defeats for them against Bayern Munich and now Man United. I keep saying it, these Chelsea young guns, they are not ready yet. It will take some sort of miracle for them to even finish in the top 4. I made a bold statement at the beginning of the season. I don't see them finishing, in the top 4. Yeah, maybe a top 6, but a top 4 is a huge ask of this young Chelsea team. They are too young, no leadership whatsoever in the team. And that is exactly what is going to be their major downfall and undoing at this season. So that is why I predicted at the start of the season that I don't see Chelsea finishing in the top 4 of this season. It will take some miracle and huge luck and a lot of bad form from their rivals for them to finish in the top 4. Not just because they lost today. I keep saying this. That team is way too young to be vying for huge silverware in the course of the season. They should have addressed that in the summer. They didn't, and I don't think they will be ready yet. Enzo Fernandez, for me, always very poor. I still don't know what he brings to that team. In my opinion, he contributes absolutely nothing in that team. He can't pass, can't shoot, can't dribble. He's not aggressive, can't win possession back. Ball recovery, 0. Makes sideward, backward passes. It's just, for me, it's a -1 for Chelsea. And I don't know how Enzo Maresca doesn't see that. He needs to be dropped to the bench. Andre Santos, and Moises Caicedo should be starting ahead of Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez is a -1 in that Chelsea team. He contributes absolutely nothing to the team. Trust me, and I know what I'm saying. When Lavia is fit, no way Enzo Fernandez plays. He's completely, utterly useless in that Chelsea team. I don't know how managers don't say this. All right, other results are Brighton 2, Tottenham 2, Burnley 1, Nottingham Forest 1, and West Ham United lost again at home to Crystal Palace. Pressure mounting on Graham Potter right there. Leeds United came back from the go down to beat Wolves 3-1 away. What a result for Leeds United and Farker there. Interesting, very impressive result for them. And it goes to show the amount, huge preparation they've got coming into the season. And it goes to show they are 10th on the table now on 7 points as well. So those are the results in the English Premier League for you today. Then huge wins for Man United and Liverpool, as Liverpool maintain their perfect start to the season under Arne Slot. But for Chelsea, they will live to win another day. And that man, Enzo Fernandez, needs to be benched. They need to drop him to the bench. All right, let's quickly take a look at some of the results across Europe this weekend. Then in La Liga, Real Madrid 2, Espanyol 0. And that man, Kylian Mbappe, is fast becoming some player for Real Madrid, their best player last season, and he's continued where he left off from last season. Another goal today to hand Xabi Alonso's men all 3 points. Perfect start for Xabi Alonso then in La Liga, as they bid to wrestle the title from the grasp of Barcelona. Deportivo Alaves lost 2-1 at home to Sevilla. Villarreal 2, Osasuna 1, and Girona lost 4-0 at home to Levante. And in the Bundesliga, that man Harry Kane just can't stop scoring. I don't know who is better. It's a huge debate between him and Erling Haaland at the moment. Another hat-trick for Harry Kane again today, and that makes it hat-trick number 9 in the German Bundesliga alone. What a player this man is fast becoming for them. And now he's scored, I think, 70 goals, 70 Bundesliga goals in just 68 games for them.
who says he can't even reach 100 Bundesliga goals this season if he continues to score this way. Nicholas Jackson started alongside Harry Kane today, but made no impact in the game until he was subbed off in the second half. So 4-1, they defeated Hoffenheim. There, Harry Kane with 3 goals. Hamburger SV 2, FC Einenam 1. Mainz 04 4-1 away at Augsburg, and Werder Bremen lost 3-0 to Freiburg, and RB Leipzig a 3-1 win over FC Cologne. And the Serie A saw Bologna defeated Genoa 2-1, and Juventus Hellas Verona drew 1-1 there in the Serie A. So those are some of the results for you then across Europe this weekend. Huge winners then. Bayern Munich winning 4-1 away at Hoffenheim. That man Harry Kane with another hat-trick today. There will be plenty more actions to come for you across Europe tomorrow as Barcelona and co are in action. And that huge game to come at the Emirates. Arsenal up against Manchester City. And we'll bring you all the updates from those games as well. Stick with me then on this page as we bring you all the latest updates from across various grounds in Europe. So, Kylian Mbappe does it again for Real Madrid, just the same way Harry Kane did for Bayern.